main. It turns into a plane and then it turns back again when you tug on its wing.
That's dirty.
Do you think so? Well, I better not show you where the lemonade is made. Sweet lemonade, sweet lemonade, sweet lemonade, yeah, sweet lemonade. Get on my horse, I'll take you around the universe and all the other places too.
I think you'll find that the universe pretty much covers everything.
Shut up, woman, get up my horse.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women, sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Oh my fucking god, that thing is so funny.
All right.
We need that thing. It's like, isn't it LGBTQ plus pedo month? I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
It's Dino Month.
Pedo month.
Celebrating.
I'm celebrating
Dino Month?
Pedo month.
I'm sorry. Did I hear that right? Dino Month?
Yes. Dino.
She's referring to the dinosaurs that are pedos. Yes, I knew.
Leave my dinosaurs
They are not
alone.
pedos.
No, the old people.
She's like, we. You're a dinosaur.
I will feed you to Nessie.
What? You're not.
Nessie
you're
is not a
You're
dinosaur.
a Pokemon. What are you talking about? You're clearly a Charizard. That's not a dinosaur. That's a Pokemon.
My profile picture, it's not a Charizard, it's Dragonite.
No, it looks like Charizard. That
No,
means-
no. That is obviously Dragonite.
If you okay.
Do I need to pull up pictures of Charizard versus Dragonite?
Yeah, and I think you'll be quite shocked when you do that.
Uh-oh, it's coming. You can share your screen, by the way.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Hello.
This group is a mess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my room. Thanks.
Not your you know what? Yes.
So we're waiting on Felix and
Jonathan.
Jonathan decided to
He
go.
couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle it. It was too
Couldn't
much.
handle the horse.
The
Left.
horse was the best part. See, the thing is, he couldn't handle the
I was
rest.
here the whole time.
Yeah, I saw Felix. Felix kept coming back every time like a video would start, and then just leave. And he realizes another fucking video. He's like, oh, never mind, leave again.
Oh my god.
I always mute it when it's the horse.
The horse. I mean, at this point, I love the horse one. I can't lie.
Okay,
Fucking love the
okay.
horse.
Here, let me share my screen. Okay, share it. Okay, can we see? Let's just share my.
I don't know how to like.
Why not?
Hold on.
Okay, I ordered my thing, I think.
I can't. Oh, I can't share my entire screen. Okay, fine. Indefinite. Okay, here is. Okay,
Here-
here is Dragonite. There, I
Yeah.
shared that to you.
You gotta.
And Felipe, you said part 1 you can't get anymore?
You can at the bottom there. If you're getting Isom,
I did.
it's one of the add-ons at the bottom.
This
Oh,
is
my
Dragonite.
bad.
You gotta share your screen so we can see it.
I saw it for like a second.
Okay. Share my screen. Share my screen. Oh shoot! I did that. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, for a second, I saw your screen. I saw the dragon. No, I can't.
We can just Google it ourselves.
Yeah, just put it in the chat. Just put the link in the chat. Yeah.
Okay.
What the hell did I just do? Okay.
I also want to clarify something as the game begins. I do take back my dagger because it was the only weapon I had on me.
Phoenix, you could also just buy Isom 1 cover B or cover C. I think it's in their normal store. You don't have to get it as part of the campaign.
Okay.
Which is issue 1. Issue 2 it will be like in a month. This guy's really fast too. He delivers them within 2 months. Okay, so we left off with everyone on like this frenzy to go kill a werewolf.
Oh fuck yeah!
So you're all jump out of the tent, and I think the shrubbery even volunteered to bring Rocky to have Rocky track the werewolf through the city of Acre to try and find it.
Okay,
Is that what happened?
pretty much.
I'll take Rocky and Joffrey.
But
Well, it's
no.
nighttime, so Joffrey won't be very useful.
So
He's
I'm
there
gonna
for moral support.
Okay.
I'm
I'd like-
joking. No, I'll leave him behind.
I'll clarify that I do take my dagger back because there's nothing else I have at the moment. But I don my armor, I
So-
get Magister Allen, and we.
Who did you give your dagger to? To Lord Wolfington? So
Yes.
So Magister Arthur like walks up to you, Lord Wolfington, after your father died. He's like, "Go ahead, take back your dagger."
I'm gonna need my dagger. Lord Wilson.
My father just died. No.
This is what you want?
I want to kill the werewolf, and I'm gonna need my dagger.
You're gonna need more than a dagger, son. Here.
Oh, don't
Wow.
worry. I got more than a dagger coming.
So
I-
what is everyone doing
I
to
pick up my
prepare?
father and I put him onto the bed, his parts reverently onto the bed, and I tell the servants to prepare him.
Everyone's crying. And they go in there. It's like the entire tent is everyone crying. But there's a lot of very angry men.
Oh yeah, including me. Like there's fury burning through my.
Let's
my
kill Gerard. Where is he? And
I'm like,
all sorts of family members that came with you come out of the woodwork. They want to go murder him. Want to murder your cousin.
I put my armor on, all my gear. I get my red bandana, and I go like this.
Right.
That I age
So
myself.
the magistrates were going to do something while Rambo gets ready.
So I tell Wolfington while he's getting armored up. I tell him it's like I'm going to use unnatural means to find this.
You do what you must.
There, you have, I believe, the Lady Shrubbery's dogs. Maybe you want to continue hunting it that way.
I will. I'm going out now.
I will, with what me and Alan do, we will find it. I will get that son of a bitch.
Okay.
So I storm out there and I grab Alan, I throw him on my back and go.
I told Arthur to get a party together and to go, go out there. We're gonna search for him right now.
Okay.
And
So you guys are going to go do that now. Magisters, it's going to take all night to do a ceremony to summon the demon. Just you're aware by that.
All night?
Yeah.
What about the already the what you call it the they already have a Magister's Temple. Does that make it any faster?
No, it'll still take all night. It's just you're going to have a lot of bonuses if you use a Magister's Temple.
Wait, doesn't Jonathan have like a sexy demon wife or something, or is that a different game?
So, yeah, same deal.
That's a different game.
Multiple games actually.
Yeah, he has demon wives and what?
Yes. I was gonna say a different game, but just give him a little bit more time. That's coming.
That's
Yeah.
coming in the near future.
Yeah, he has a demon wife over in Moon. And apparently he made a demon wife last week here too.
Yeah.
So, no, there's no way to summon a demon quick enough. So you guys can have the dog. Do any of you have tracking? Or
Okay,
wood
I
lore?
am tired of this slander. His name is Rocky, and he should have respect.
Do I know this werewolf's name or no?
You asked.
His
You never met
name will be
You were there.
dead
You heard his
soon
name,
enough.
I think.
It is my cousin Gerard.
Remember, so yeah, tell her.
Okay, then if I know his name, can I curse him into misfortune?
Oh, you're gonna curse him. Excellent.
Wait,
Right.
is this the correct game for that?
I'm sorry. What'd you say, February?
She's magical?
Yes, she's a Kimry.
Yeah, she's
Oh, I
Kimry.
forgot because of that shoe ritual.
Yep.
Yeah,
Misfortune
with
person.
being Kimry, we like to claim we're descendants of Fae.
Mm-hmm. You actually are. You're like half elf, quarter elf. So, well, chaos cultists. All right. You can perform the ritual of luck cursing. Yeah, you're gonna need his true birth name. So you know his true birth name.
I'll go ask Magister Arthur and see if he knows it.
I mean, you're right next to the.
The cousin.
Yeah, exactly. The guy who would know.
Okay. I'll ask Lord Wolfington his name, his true birth name. Won't settle for anything less than his true birth name.
Yeah.
Felix, you're Lord Wolfington. The other Lord Wolfington is dead. He asked you something.
Well, sorry about that. My daughter called.
May I
Jessica.
have the name of the werewolf? His true name, his birth name. I need it.
Gerard Wolfington.
Okay.
Okay, so you need a lead plate, some special incense, which I'm going to assume you already have in it, and I'm sure Lord Wolfington will give it to you. So that's not a big deal. You got to carve the name of the intended victim onto the plate, and then perform a ritual, making use of the incense and ceremonial incantations. So I'm gonna allow that to happen. So how are you gonna carve it, with a knife?
Yes.
Okay. So you sit down to perform the ritual. You're gonna ask one of the magistrates to like assist you.
Is it a quick ritual?
Yeah, it's a quick one.
I'll have.
Just ask us both. Why not?
Yeah, I'll ask them both to help me.
Okay, so she's gonna get your bonuses on top of hers.
Okay.
So,
I got a question. Does summoning help this, and does battle magic help this?
summoning will not help it, and summoning will take all night. Battle
Okay.
magic definitely doesn't. So you're gonna roll a magic check. The two magisters may add +1 from each of them to your magic
Okay,
check.
so it's a 1d20?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, my battle magic cancels out my intelligence, so I get no bonuses.
Okay, but you get bonuses from the two magisters, so you get a +2.
Okay.
So
I rolled a 5, so with their +2, it's 7.
It's 2, 7. Okay. Yeah. You don't think it worked. You didn't feel much go on.
Yep, I knew it.
Exactly.
Why does your thing get canceled?
I have -2 intelligence.
Oh, okay, never mind. I forgot you. I forgot. Yes, I forgot. Anna's is a fucking moron. Never mind. You see her try to carve Gerard's thing, and the rest of you look at her like, ooh.
She misspelled it.
Like
she
my
misspells it. She breaks a hole through the plate, and then she tries
Does she
to put
know
it back
how to
together.
read?
And after about 45 minutes, you guys are like, never mind. Let's go.
yeah.
The rest of you can leave.
So all right.
Anything else you guys got?
I tried to take a horse with some guards.
Okay.
So are we gonna wait? Are
Wolfington's
we?
got his guards together. He's got plenty of guards together. What are you gonna say, Ty?
So are we gonna? Because how much of the night? Like, is it gonna be morning by the time we do it? Like
No, this should happen like at 9 o'clock at night, man.
So by the time
We
done
were
with the
just
ritual-
having dinner, Tyler. We
No,
were
when-
just having dinner.
No, my question is, when we're done with the ritual, will it be morning?
Well, he said it took 45 minutes, so it's 9:45, almost 10
No,
o'clock.
it's going to take hers just took about 45 minutes. So by 45 minutes is how long it took the whole camp to fucking mobilize. So there's people out now. You can hear the sounds of the city. People have heard this now. So there's soldiers heading out to try and find out what's going on. A bunch of people said, "I'm gonna find this monster," and
I didn't.
And you hear from some yelling and howling all over the city at this point. So stuff is happening out in the city. So,
Okay, I didn't quite understand it was going to take 45 minutes for that all to happen.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be morning by the time the ritual's done.
Your ritual.
No, it's 9:45
No, I
in
mean
the
their
afternoon.
ritual.
No, their ritual's 45 minutes. It's done. She broke it.
I mean, sorry, not their. Our ritual is what I mean.
Okay, no. If you and Jonathan decide to summon a demon, that's all night.
Yeah.
So all night till the morning.
Yeah, man. Maybe around 3 or 4 in the at night, it'll end.
Oh, I'll fucking find that thing at 3 and 4 in the morning. So
I leave behind the clerics. I get my dog. I get my spear. I get some wolfsbane, and I go with my horse.
Okay. Does anyone have any kind of tracking, woodsman lore, anything that you can use?
Ooh, I got a +2 to noticing things.
Okay. Remember that.
I have a +1
the-
to wilderness lore.
How about urban lore? Because you can actually just ask people. Because this happening.
I do.
Urban lore. Okay. So what is your +2 to noticing things?
It just says +2 to noticing things.
Okay, so when you're tracking, you can also join in on the tracking.
Okay.
The dog could definitely track. So you're gonna use the dog? Anyone else know how to track?
Felipe, I told Arthur and also I tell Arthur, man at arms, Arthur.
Yeah, we're gonna do one big roll. So one of you players decide which roll is going to be. I'll give bonuses based on other things. You want to add Arthur to it? And that's a +1.
Well, I was gonna tell Arthur, and I also the magistrate, like I'm going to try this cloak. Just bear with me.
Oh, you're going to you're gonna announce that you're gonna use that cloak?
I just told Arthur because he's my right hand man, and I tell the managers because they're magic related.
Yeah, I wouldn't be telling people about that cloak.
No.
No.
Oh damn! It's like that.
If you wind up slaughtering half the city, you don't really want anyone to know it was you, do you?
Damn it! All right, so
when are you gonna try the cloak?
Then I'll just have to go out back or something and go.
Okay, so you go out back, and what do? You put it on?
Yes.
All right. Okay, nothing happens if you put the cloak on.
No, I have it on, but I put the hood on.
You put the hood up?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Because I wear the cloak all the time. I was happy. But they said that for when the magistrate looked at it, I had to put the hood on for it to activate his power.
Okay. You don't realize it, but it takes you. You're like, this is bullshit. Nothing happens, and no one's with you. You went out back. When you notice that the entire world looks completely different to you. And very quickly you smell blood, and you know exactly where that blood is, and you immediately start running in that direction if you wish. It's up to you.
Okay, yeah, I start heading that way.
Okay, so you bound off. The rest of you hear people screaming, and they run as a huge wolf bounds past the tent. It takes a glance at all of you. You have complete intelligence, Felix.
Okay.
Are you going to hang out or are you going to keep running?
Hell no, I'm hauling ass.
Okay,
I'm trying to
so
find Gerard.
Chasing the werewolf.
Yes, because I know if I give him too much time, he'll get away.
Okay, he's moving very quickly. So you see that massive wolf just disappear past the crowds. And they're like, another one! It's a curse! And you see people running and screaming as they run away from him.
We're not able to keep up with either of them, are we?
No, absolutely not. But the shrubbery may be able to track him.
So, okay. I realized that my ritual is going to take all night. So, and by the time, unless I can get teleported there, I go. I meet up.
Where do you want to teleport? I mean, you stab yourself and then you tell me where you want to teleport.
Huh? I could do that. Yeah. Not yet. I go with the shrubbery. I go to the band of soldiers in the shrubbery.
I already left.
You already left?
I already left.
Okay, shrubbery. Did you take anyone with you? Any of the people, or just?
I took 3 of my men.
3 of your men.
Rocky, my spear, my boomstick, wolfsbane,
my boomstick,
and a horse.
All right, so you're bolting and you're following Rocky. So you're gonna make a roll. You don't have any sort of tracking, right?
I have wilderness and urban lore.
Ooh, you have. You can add bonuses from both of those to this if you want.
Awesome.
You may add +1 for Rocky.
Okay.
So you're gonna add your bonuses from wilderness, add your bonuses from both lores, add a +1 from Rocky, and any bonuses from your intelligence. You're going
I think
Roll
I'm dumb
20.
as a rock, so I think that's a 0. That's actually a -1. Okay.
Excellent. It's amazing. I think all 3 of the women in our campaign are morons.
I'm a strong moron.
Excellent.
I got a 10.
It's not our fault. The men won't let us get an education.
Get a meducation. All right, so you rolled a 10. Okay,
Yeah.
So you head into the city. You don't particularly. Rocky is kind of confused, especially by the 2 cents. So he's he kind of like turns to you and whimpers, like he doesn't want to follow them at all. Your bird doesn't want to move at all. It's actually shaking on your shoulder.
Oh, I left my bird behind.
Oh, okay. So your man is like, that huge creature that just bolted out went that way, and they pointed. So you can go like a general direction of where they went, but you don't know exactly where they went.
I'm going in the general direction.
Okay, so go in that general direction. All right. The rest of you, what do you do?
I am going to try to calculate where the damn thing is through the stars.
Through the stars. Oh, you're using astrology.
Oh,
I also have astrology. I'll help him with that.
Okay. All you can add is a +1, just so you know. Unless you want to do it yourself.
No, wait. Actually, what's your intelligence, Jonathan?
Now the middle of the screen.
No, I mean the bonus, dipshit.
0.
Okay, and how much astrology do you have?
+1.
Okay, I'm gonna try the astrology first beforehand, if you don't mind.
Okay, but wait, is Jonathan going to help you?
I mean,
Yeah. I'm going to help him.
Okay.
If you help him, then you can't do it.
Okay, that's pretty much 5 plus. No, that's a +5 bonus. So we're doing that.
Roll.
That is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's 23.
23?
Yep.
Okay, they're outside the city.
Okay. I get on a horse.
And they're heading straight for Salahadin.
Oh, great.
I ride. I get 1. Wait.
Offer, wait. Inform Richard that a werewolf is just outside the city.
We lost Madeline. Her mind cracked.
So it's like, all right, I will.
And that it's probably headed towards Saladin.
All right. What the fuck did you just say? Never mind. I'm gonna go tell Richard.
You're gonna go tell Richard? King Richard?
Yeah. So I pretty much I ride at breakneck speed over to where Richard is. I jump in. I walk in as quick as I can. I go in.
Phoenix, I will get to you first because you're going to get to that wolf quickly. But I really want to repeat this. This is going to be hilarious. So you go into Richard's tent, and you find Safahadin in his tent, chilling with Richard.
What in the name of God?
Safahadin goes, Allah.
Salam alaikum and all that. Where's Richard?
Richard's with him. They're drinking.
Oh,
both having a drink.
Oh, King Richard, my previous lord and good friend, Lord Wolfington Sr., has been slain by a werewolf, and it's heading for Saladin's camp.
Wait, Safahadin goes to you. Lord Wolfington has been slain by a werewolf.
Slain right before my eyes.
Is this the Lord Wolfington that has killed something like 30 knights? No. His father. His father is an ordinary drunk. His son is the great warrior. His father was a warrior 20 years ago. He got here, he came here, became sick, and we haven't seen him again.
Well,
so what did you say, Magister?
It's riding for Saladin's camp, and I'm going to try to catch it so I can kill it. Others are already trying to chase it.
That's all well and good. Why are you here?
I don't quite know why either. I was told by my fellow magister that I should tell you. Anyhow.
Magister Arthur, I'm going to explain something to you. That is a matter for the city guard. They'll take care of it. You can stay here and have a drink with us.
Well, if I didn't care for the man, maybe I would, but he was a friend.
Oh,
I'm gonna go
no! Safahaddin, pardon me.
He goes outside. You there? He yells at some people nearby, and they come over here. And he whispers something to them.
He's like, find the giant wolf creature. Tell Mercadia to find the giant wolf and skin it. We've heard reports of 2 of them. Skin both of them. Bring them both to me. Yeah, Magister Arthur. Now you can stop fretting about and have a drink.
You may have gotten Felix killed.
Magister Arthur, very begrudging, is like, fine. I'm no warrior anyhow. God damn it. So he sits there and drinks.
He's been drinking. Felix, you track your cousin through the city. You find a trail of bodies. He kills almost everyone on his way. And then he disappears. And then you find him that he went through the tunnel, a tunnel that goes out to the ocean.
Okay.
You chase him through the tunnel. You get pretty close when he disappears, heading towards the mountains that surround Acre. And you have complete cognizance as you're in this form. It's strange as fuck because it's not a true werewolf. You're in control of a dire wolf's body. And you can see that he's heading straight for those lights in the distance. And you know, like this thing triggers in your head danger. Those lights. So what do you do?
All right. So he's around here, or he's still moving?
Moving. He's still moving at top speed.
He's still
Great.
moving breakneck speed.
And he's still heading towards the danger, right?
You're a little faster than him because you're on 4
Okay.
legs. So you may be able to catch him before he reaches the camp.
All right, I go after him.
You chase after him? Okay. As you race through the darkness, eventually you can smell him ahead of you. Okay? You now, hold on. You have the abilities of a dire wolf. You have a bite. That's +5. It does 2d4 damage. In this form, your armor class is 14 plus whatever dex bonuses you have. Your hit points are the same. You are a magical creature, so you may hurt him. Remember, that's a +5 in addition to any other bonuses you have to hit. Okay, as you race up behind the werewolf, it hasn't noticed you. It's running as fast as it can. You can get a free hit.
Okay. I am going to, let me see. Okay. Let me get my dice. Yeah.
One attack. One free attack.
Yeah. So, okay.
Okay, you note as you get close to it that you can smell blood on it.
Okay.
From the injuries that it took from the silver injuries that it took earlier.
23 to hit, not natural.
Okay, that hits. We'll roll for damage. You may add your strength bonuses, not the +5. The +5 is to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's 2d4 plus your strength bonuses. Hold on, I think you do get additional strength from being a dire wolf. Give me a sec. Let me find that item, the medical item. You have +2 perception to a +2 to perception checks in this form, by the way.
Okay.
No extra bonuses. It's a strength.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Yeah. Doing that right now. I just add my strength, right? Nothing else.
Your strength, yes.
Okay. So 6 off.
6 off. You hear that as the werewolf does like flip through the air and it lands, and then turns around and it turns these golden, nasty fucking eyes at you, and roars and lunges at you. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Roll a 2.
Good that you figured out you could use your thing to help you.
Roll a 3.
Oh, I get a +3 to damage from my level.
+3 to damage.
Yeah, so I had 9 total.
9 total. Okay. Initiative.
Okay. 5.
Okay, you go first.
25, not natural.
But what are you trying to do?
Oh, I'm gonna bite him on the leg.
On the leg?
Yeah, on the foot, so I can lower his mobility.
Okay. No, you turn around. He's charging right at you.
Yeah, no, I'm charging at him.
Okay, so you're going for his leg, not for his throat.
Oh, if I could get to his throat, I mean, you know.
Wolf.
I mean, I'll do it. Fuck it. The Earl Harbinger did it that way. So.
You're not gonna go for his leg, unless you try not to kill him. So,
No.
Okay, roll for damage. You're trying to kill him, so you're gonna go first. Roll for damage.
Ooh, nice. 8. 15 off.
Okay, you lunge onto him, land on his chest, put your 2 jaws around his throat, and you rip it out. And you hear him howl. It tries to howl. It's more of like a gurgle, and fall back, and lands in a pit. And before long, you're standing on top of just your cousin. No, not a monster, just your cousin.
Okay.
And now you look like a monster.
I take off.
You take off the cloak, and it's you. But now it's pitch black everywhere, and your cousin's dead. His throat is ripped out, very dead.
And I take my sword, and I fucking plunge it right through him.
All right, so it goes right through his dead. Okay, there's a gap.
Yeah, I'm trying to cover up, the fact that I, mauled them, and then I use my magic sword and I flame him up.
Yeah, I don't think anyone cares.
I know.
So you light him up in fire, and he lights up, and you make a little pier out of it. I'm going to roll because you decided to light him up to see if anyone sees you. 1 second. See if you have an encounter.
Burn.
Okay. Madeline.
Yes.
You get to you're able to track them basically to the doorway, like that tunnel that you used to go out to the ocean a few days ago, and you get pretty much that far, and you step. Are you going to step outside? You can use the tunnel.
The tunnel is on land, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I go through it.
Okay. So you step out. And you're not far enough away. You are close enough that you can see that a fire not too far from you, inside of a pit, like the glow of a fire. You can head in that direction?
Sure.
Okay. So you arrive to find Lord Wolfington basically hunched over his sword, I guess, praying over the burning remains of his cousin. He is in human form. He did not see that he turned into a giant wolf. Lord Wolfington, you see the shrubbery. He's joined you.
Lady Shrubbery.
Hi. Have you seen a second wolf? Because there's supposed to be 2. And clearly you got that one. So we need to kill the second one.
I do not know where he went. I just saw my cousin.
Are you
He's
sure?
I am sure.
Well, we could be seeing things. It won't be the first time.
It's okay. The one that needed to die is dead tonight.
We could throw it in the ocean so the mer people eat them.
There's not much left of them.
Well, I don't know if they've ever had barbecue before. It might be a nice surprise.
This piece of shit might be considered contamination into the ocean.
You are quite judgmental of dietary habits of others.
I go, poof.
Okay.
They're too good. They're too good for this thing.
Maybe the other werewolf would be tastier for them.
Maybe. But I appreciate you coming. Thank you.
Did he have any good loot?
No.
Should we take his head back?
That I could do.
I think we should cut off his head.
All right. I'll pull off his crispy head.
Yeah, he's been burning for a little while. Yeah, I guess he burn off his crispy head.
Yeah, I chop off his crispy head.
Okay.
As
you're chopping off the head, you start hearing Madeline. The dog starts barking. Rocky starts to bark. That's something outside the pit that's in flames.
I think it's time for us to go.
What if it's the second werewolf?
It might be, but it might not be because we were close to Salahadin's camp.
Do we like him?
We're
What's
here
our
to fight
keeping
him.
up with all these people?
Peace is always good, but right now we're at war, and it's only two of us.
Okay, so you're gonna try to leave,
or three of us with Rocky.
You brought some of your men with you. You brought like 3 men, right?
I brought 3 men.
Okay, so yeah, you do have more than.
Oh, okay. I see 3 of your men. Very good, very smart.
I brought my favorite.
Okay, so you hear on the wind, shrubbery.
Oh no! Oh no!
From the other side in the darkness, Wolfington.
God is trying to talk to me. It's too soon. I'm not married yet.
And go to you. Oh no! And the Muslims go. Assalamu alaikum. It's the creatures. We are doomed.
What creatures?
He rolls a morale check. Immediately they roll a morale check. And I rolled for all 3 of your men. Your men scream and run off into the darkness.
Even
They're
that,
no
even
longer my favorite.
oh, even that her lieutenant.
He didn't come with you. She just took 3. She didn't say she brought him. That guy has a higher morale.
Yeah, that's what.
He's making sure my other ones don't screw up.
Yeah, these 3 got scared and bolted. And what do you 2 do? You're gonna run after them. Your dog is growling. I mean, a deep growl.
I just say hello.
Hello. One of them says back to you, and then you hear another one laughing.
I don't know. These seem pretty friendly to me.
What do you guys do?
I don't think so. I think it's time for us to go.
Where's the voices coming? Is it coming from the ocean or the forest?
You can't tell because it's fucking pitch black. So, but you
There's
can tell
no
what direction
moon.
it's coming from.
There has to be a full moon.
There is no full moon. Yeah, actually, it is a full moon. So you can see there are shapes out there moving around, and they're low. They're low, hunched over shapes.
Oh
Every
yeah,
now
I
and then-
turn around and walk away.
Let's go.
Okay, who's walking first?
Wait. I changed.
I'm backing up.
I'm gonna walk. Okay, let's go back to back. I'll lead us
Yes.
forward. and we don't lock elbows, but we go back to back. He's facing
come.
backwards. I'm facing forwards.
I'll cover the rear.
Well, what about Rocky?
Rocky
Rocky's
figures.
emotional support.
Rocky's a goner.
Oh,
You know what? You're gonna be a goner too if you keep having such slander against my dog.
Okay, where's Rocky? Is Rocky next to you? Is Rocky? Are you grabbing and holding Rocky or?
Rocky
should-
is in the safest place for him to be, which is unknown to me but known to you.
Rocky growls and rolls a morale check.
Does he have morale?
dogs all have morale. Yes. Some of them freak the fuck out. Yes.
I'm getting a
Well,
lot of
they also
negative
freak
energy
the
from
front
gallery, and I don't
by
like it.
going forward.
Speaking of morale, bunnies have the lowest morale. Walk up to them and they run away.
My bunnies just lick my feet. Mostly
They also
sniff.
run away.
They
They
have
have high
fetishes
morale
that I
around
am.
you. They're not afraid to face you.
Give me 1 second to get the dog's morale.
But like, go to Rocky. He's the emotional support dog between us. I like that.
He is my emotional support dog.
Yes. The dog that might have mauled us in the beginning of the campaign.
Yeah, and you both were too cowardish to figure out how to befriend him.
Yes. A dog the size of a man.
John, you gotta be in the middle, man. We can't hear you if you're not in the middle.
That can rip a person's arm off.
Yeah,
Okay,
and look at how great of a dog he is now.
Rocky made his morale check, so instead of freaking out, he lunges and charges into the darkness.
Shit.
And then you hear that as the hyenas attack him.
I go and I pull out my sword.
And
My
you
fire
lunge,
sword.
chase after him.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, I have to.
What he did do is that he saved you guys and made you actually get to roll initiative. Because if he hadn't done that, it would have been a sneak attack. So,
Good God.
initiative.
Wait a second, I need to write something down.
It's black as pitch black. You have no idea how many of these things are out here. But you see this hunched over, horrible thing with almost like a spike looking back and frightful along his body. You guys know what a hyena looks like, but your characters don't.
Oh,
I
that's
rolled a
all
one.
those are freaking hyenas?
These are hyenas. Yes, hyenas will actually say your name if they learn your name.
Really? I didn't know that.
Look it up. It's
I've
an
never
old
been
myth.
to a safari, but I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Well, it's an old myth. Supposedly they do. Supposedly, but a scientist will tell you they don't. But very few people who've been hunted by them can tell the story.
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 6 with my bonuses.
Don't you have a dexterity bonus, Madeline?
I think it's 0.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's 0.
Okay, Rocky, you see him up ahead, engaged with one of those hyenas.
Wait,
Felix,
are
you're
you
first.
talking legit hyenas? These are actual hyenas.
They're actual hyenas.
Oh my word! If I had known
Freaking
that,
hyenas.
we need to dress up. I need a black mane. I need makeup to make a scar, and I need an evil laugh and an inferiority complex, but also daddy issues.
How many hit points does Rocky have?
4.
So Rocky failed initiative. He rolls with you, Madeline. So he goes dead last. Felix, Rocky is fighting a hyena up ahead. You can't see any others.
Okay, I go to help him. So I use my sword and I try and get him so that he doesn't attack Rocky. 'Cause Rocky doesn't have a lot of hit points, so it won't be good.
He's a brave boy.
All right. 19 with my bonus.
That hits.
Roll for damage.
Okay. And 11 off. Wait, 11 plus the flame. 13 off.
Okay.
That's including the flame.
Okay, you swing your blade through that hyena, chop it in half, and both halves are in fire as they fall down, killing that one. You don't see any others, so there goes your second attack. Rocky was engaged with him, so he doesn't get any more movements. And a second hyena flies out of the woods and bites you, Felix. What's your armor class?
20.
20. It flies right past you, misses, just barely misses you. You can feel its heart right from you.
Can I get a free attack? From
No.
this?
the third
I'd be
one.
kind of cool. I'm like this, and sweeping.
Madeline, what's your armor class? It would be
12.
third one comes up behind you and bites you. 12.
That's just
hits
rude.
you. Hits you. You're gonna take 3 damage as it bites into you. Remember, you've already taken damage tonight from the werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
3 damage from the second one. You hear more out there, Felix, but you can sense them pacing around, preparing another attack. You're up, Madeline, and so is Rocky.
Rocky to Francis.
Rocky
He
looks at you
doesn't listen to you.
and attacks the one that attacked you. So he goes to hit that one. I'll roll for Rocky.
I swear, if you kill my dog.
No, I'm trying to get him too close to you.
Rocky hits that one. Does 2 damage. But it bites
I'm
into it.
So proud.
It's
of you.
alive, and they're basically wrapped up in each other now, fighting. Madeline, what are you gonna do? You got one on you. Rocky
I stab it in the eye.
Okay, roll for damage. Roll the hit.
Good. Oh! I accidentally hit it twice. I'm going with the first one because I got a 20.
Oh, that's a crit. Young lady, that's a crit. What are you using to hit it with?
Is it possible to hit him with my magic spear?
Yeah, of course it is.
Okay, then I would like to hit it with that, please.
So the spear is a piercing weapon. So you're gonna roll another 1d20. Add your charisma bonus.
Ooh. I got an 8.
8. Okay, first roll for damage. And then you're going to add an extra 1d4.
I got a 6 and a 4, so a 10.
6 and 4, 10 damage. Wow. Okay,
And
so
then I also have a +1 to my magic spear for combat bonus.
okay, that's 11 damage. Okay, so you see that your spear goes right through this thing's head, and you basically put it through and then lift it up and scar the shit out of it. You leave this nasty scar that runs along its entire face, and then one of its eyes bursts in your spear, and it's gonna roll a morale check.
What do you mean? Why is it not dead?
It didn't die. It's alive, and exactly its morale. So that means it hangs out.
Oh my word! I just created Scar and Hyena.
So it backs away. It shakes its head. And you see all this blood coming down, and it gives you this hateful glare. Another one. And I think you're up, Felix. There's one fighting. Rocky right next to you, and then the shrubbery is about 10 feet, 12 feet back, fighting another one.
Okay.
Let me get.
Okay, let me get the one that's fighting Rocky real quick.
Very smart, very smart.
So 24.
Roll for damage.
And 15. That's everything with the fire.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You slice through him, and he fucking dies. His head pops right off. Madeline, yours, that nasty, vicious one. You fucked up and you turned into a supervillain by slashing it in the head and taking out its eye. That one goes for a bite.
But doesn't it also have like less damage because it doesn't have its depth perception anymore?
No, it does plenty. It has a couple bonuses to hit. That's what
Animals don't really lose their savagery until they're completely dead.
I think what she was talking. I think what she was talking about was her pluses to hit because of the depth perception.
It actually happened. I'll tell you what he's got. Something happened. I'll tell you.
I think it might be better if I don't know.
I'll tell you what you get there. Piercing weapon. So -1 to reaction rolls. So his physical beauty is ugly. So that's what you did, Tim. So another hyena.
Mufasa.
Flying out of nowhere. At this
Never
point,
get married
hyenas have
now.
seen that Lord Wolfington has killed 2 of them. So let's do another morale check. These guys don't run for nothing, man. So
they must have some high morale.
Yeah, they got fucking high ass morale. All right, another one comes flying out. They're animals. They're gonna go after Madeline. So because she's by herself. What's your armor class, Madeline?
12.
Well, this one hits. Also, another one comes flying out of nowhere. 1 and 4. I'm sorry. 3 damage. Another 3 damage from this one slicing into you, and now you're surrounded. There's 2 of them. And you're up. Oh wait, Rocky. Rocky sees his master hurt. He flies over to her. Goes straight for. Let's see which one. Scar or.
Hopefully the ugly one.
He goes for the other one, not for Scar. Goes after him. Pulls a 17, catches it in midair, and does 5 damage. Okay.
Damn!
That hyena in midair. You see the hyena and Rocky basically disappear into the darkness as they roll around.
I've
you have
seen
an attack,
dogs
Madeline.
jump around like that. It's real.
Madeline, you have an attack on that last one. On the one you already fucked up once.
Okay, well, his day should be even worse, so I go to attack him again with my spear.
Roll the hit.
I got another nat 20.
What?
Yeah, baby.
Jesus Christ. All right. Roll another 1d20. That's what you do. Add your charisma bonuses.
10.
Okay, add another 1d6 damage to your normal damage.
I rolled together an 8.
Altogether is an 8.
Mm-hmm.
This one goes deep into this guy's torso. Okay, and it bleeds him. Now he's starting to bleed. He rolls again. Okay, that's enough. Okay, so he's all fucked up. He gives you one look, one nasty little look, and his one eye blinks, and he says, "Shrubbery," and then disappears into the darkness. What are you gonna do now? You're up, Felix.
All right. So how many are there still? Just one?
You can only see. You don't see any of them. You can hear Rocky tumbling around with one somewhere in the darkness.
Okay.
Shrubbery, the one else, the really large one that was fighting her, ran away. Disappeared into the darkness, trailing a fuckload of blood, but he's still alive.
We can. All right. So I go to help Rocky. I go into the woods, and I have my flaming sword. So
There's not woods. There's no trees here.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
Pitch black. It's really.
You
can see shapes, but you really can't make out what's happening.
Does the flaming sword brighten up?
Yeah,
the area?
as you get close to it, you find Rocky, and Rocky is standing over a dead hyena. He actually did enough damage to kill it. That's it. So,
come on, Rocky.
Rocky looks over you. He's covered in blood, and then he runs over to you, and then licks you once and causes you to go into hives, and then runs over to Francis.
Good boy. Lord Wolfington's not allergic.
and then runs over he doesn't have a scratch on him. I think he did. No, he didn't take any damage.
No, he didn't. He didn't take any damage.
I give him several smooches on his noggin, and then I start dragging the hyenas to the water and yell dinner time.
You're gonna feed the deep ones.
Yes.
So you can hear more of these things moving around in the nearby, and their pack leader is injured, so they're pretty pissed. I don't know if you want to stick around here.
Let's go. Stay by me.
Can I at least drag one hyena?
I just grab it because I'm strong. I'm like, I toss it into the water. How's that?
I'll accept it.
All right, let's go.
You guys head back into the city?
Yeah.
Okay. You make it into the city, and you barely survived an attack from maybe magical hyenas. So there are no hyenas in Asia, in the Middle East, guys. Those are magical creatures.
And you rolled those random?
Yes, they were rolled randomly. So, but now they won't be because now you made an enemy. So
shrubbery.
I'm getting my true romance tale. Romance. There's a nemesis.
If you look up the myths of the hyenas, they do actually supposedly call out to you. They'll follow a group of people, and they'll find out the names of the people, and then they will call out to you in the middle of the night in the voice of the people you're with. Supposedly, I mean, these are stories that people told, but it's never been proven by science. But I would be very careful around hyenas.
Okay.
So, these were special. They're not really supposed to be in the Middle East.
Is that what their parents told them?
So yes. So you go back into the city. Meanwhile, in the city, Jessica and Magister Allen, what were you guys doing?
Wait, I'm sorry. Quick question. Did my 3 men run into the city?
You did disappear into the darkness. You don't know what the heck happened to them. Maybe you'll see them the next day. They killed them around, so they ran in terror.
Yeah, we're probably eaten by hyenas.
They are gonna wish they did if they haven't been.
Or fish people.
Let's roll a percentage check to see if they were eaten by hyenas. How about it?
And then you tell them
a 50% chance that Scar got them. And,
they're gonna want to be dead if they're not already.
I rolled 100. That's a yes.
What did
I
you
rolled
roll?
100.
Stinking cowards deserve it.
And what 100? I couldn't hear. I lost my voice.
Is it a 50% chance? Over 50, the hyena will call Scar finds him, and I rolled 100. So that is the universe saying that those 3 assholes died. So their corpses, their remains are found. So Jessica, Anna's, or Magister Allen, since you guys haven't done much, what were you guys doing in the meantime? What this
I was searching for Lord Wolfington, since I had no idea he turned into a wolf. I've been trying to find him to see if he's safe or not.
You run into Arthur, and Arthur's like, I think he ran off to find his cousin.
Yes, but
I
without
don't know what
any
he
men?
means, Magister Allen. I have no idea.
It's just strange.
Oh, very strange. Very strange.
Very strange pattern. I thought we were going to organize a group to hunt the werewolf.
The
Can't
werewolf.
find him anywhere.
There were 2 of them. Werewolves, Magister Allen. Did not hear about the second one?
I assumed it was the same one coming back to try to swipe at our loot.
I thought you were a Magister, Magister Allen.
Yes.
Okay. There were 2 of them, Magister Allen. He sighs.
Magister Allen, why don't we just keep this within the family?
Very well.
Good. Isn't there a toad that you need to go and transform into a princess somewhere?
What do you imagine magisters are?
Go. Hey, look, there's a broom there. Maybe you can use that. Do something.
You've been speaking to the shrubbery too much.
Sure. I think you've been smoking the shrubbery. If you don't know that, family takes care of family.
Very well.
Good. Very well. It is very well, right? He puts his hand on his sword.
Yes, it is very, very well.
You're a good man, Magister Allen. He holds out his hand. You shake it. I like you.
I'll be retiring to my quarters. Tell me when everything has
Very good.
calmed down.
So, Jessica, what's Anna's been up to?
I guess after that whole failed spell, maybe she picked up a book.
That is fantastic.
Read.
Oh my god. Fucking both the magisters left the room without a word.
That's fucked up.
They just shook their head and walked out. Meanwhile, Magister Arthur has been hanging out with one of the leaders of the enemy army and King Richard.
So I talked to Safahad and I'm like, so what brings you here?
Oh, I've been playing with my friend Richard. They point at the chess set that they have at the side of the tent. And you see, yeah, they're pretty deep into a chess game.
No freaking way.
Yes. Safahadin is a good chess player.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting to see you two getting along and being friends. But,
Yes, he likes tea.
tea?
Tea, yes. He showed it to me.
What's that?
I think it's going to be something very important in the future of England. You are given tea. My Savahadi.
What does this tea taste like?
Tastes
Bitter.
Like, yeah, back then
It tastes like tea.
it tastes like tea. Back then it was very bitter.
It's certainly bizarre.
Give it a moment. Eventually you feel its calming side effects.
You know?
Xanax tea.
Yeah. You see? It's good stuff. That's the only reason I haven't chopped the head off this filthy Muslim. Safahadin is like, he's a joker. He's a joker, your king.
Oh, he certainly is.
I will turn in King Richard. I will talk to my brother again and see if we can get this true crossover to you as quickly as possible. You do that! And Safahadin stands up and leaves
Wait. Safahadin. Do you know anything about werewolves by chance?
Werewolves? You mean the creature that you came and reported about?
Oh, yes.
No. We know about other things that live here. And that live in the darkest parts of our countries.
Yeah?
There are other shapeshifters. But not a werewolf.
If you don't mind me asking, what are these other shapeshifters? If I could trouble you for some time.
They are called jinns.
Jinns?
Jinns. They
I've
are
heard of them.
otherworldly creatures. They can curse you just by looking at you. They can become the wind. They can become coyotes. They can become lions. They can become many things.
Interesting. Well,
And there are other things, Magister Arthur. Darker, more wicked things. But I don't know what it is, but someone's making a ton of noise.
yeah, like shuffling noise. Well, Safahadin, if you are a friend of King Richard, one of these days we should have ourselves a good drink. A lot of drinks.
I will return in a few days after I've spoken to my brother. Perhaps we can have drinks then, Magister Arthur. And bring your Lord Wolfington. I've heard he is interesting.
Oh, yes. He's most interesting in battle, though.
Very good. In battle. Good. Safahadin goes outside. You see some of his men crowd him. They say something to him, and he looks back at you and does a salute to you. Richard is like, yeah, yeah. And then he leaves.
That's
Get back in here, Arthur. I'll have a word with you.
Yes, my liege.
Come here. That wily Muslim, him and his brother are very intelligent. See, they're taking their sweet old time finding that blasted cross and releasing those prisoners. And in the meantime, I have to keep feeding them. And I don't think we have enough food to pay to feed them and our men at the same time for much longer. What do you think the solution should be to this problem, Magister?
The first thought I have is not a kind or sweet one, but it's practical. There are villages in every country, every state, every place. It's not a nice thing to come there and take everything they have. But we're getting to that point, aren't we? We need to find some place that has food.
So you think we should raid food and take food from the common people?
It's one thought.
To feed.
I'm still thinking of other things.
To feed their miserable prisoners? Come on, you're a magister. What do I pay you for? You should have better advice.
Well,
come on. I know what you're going to say, Magister Arthur.
And what is that, my lord?
Kill the bloody Turks!
We're getting close to that point, yes. Because even if we do...
I knew you would be agreeable. You'd be very agreeable. We'll do it tomorrow. You can go to bed. The next morning, under Magister Arthur's instruction, 2,500 prisoners are marched in front of the walls of Acre. King Richard is on top of the wall with Magister Arthur, who has spent the night drinking with him. He said, there you are. There are 2,500 prisoners. Behind them are a whole bunch of Crusader soldiers. And he says, all right, execute them. And all of them, all 2,500 Turkish soldiers that were inside their garrison inside of Acre are executed right in front of Salahadin. Salahadin flips the fuck out, and his cavalry charge. But Richard has another set of cavalry that meets him in the charge, and they repel him and chase him back. Wolfenden is not involved because he's in mourning, so they didn't bother to take you outside. But within a day or two, Saladin responds by killing all the Crusader prisoners as well. Another 1,500 men are slaughtered by Saladin. So, but before that, Richard turns to you. See, now we have enough food. Excellent. I knew I paid you for a reason. And he slaps you on the shoulder.
Indeed. Jeez. That's a lot of corpses.
I don't worry about it. I'll leave him for the birds.
Well, if they were quicker about their business, what could have we done?
So the Crusaders go back into Acre, and they leave all the corpses on the floor there, and they allow Saladin's men to return and to retrieve the corpses of their family members and their friends, the 2,500 that they slaughtered out there. So back in the city, Lord Wolfington and the rest of you get word of what Richard and Arthur did. So, and who do you want to go visit? Anyone, Tyler?
I visit Lord Wolfington.
Lord Wolfington is in mourning. He looks a little fuzzier today. Oh,
So
we got to make
I
a
go-
roll. We got to make a roll for Lord Wolfington. Hold on a second.
Technically, my role is the next night.
No, tomorrow, tonight, we roll for you. Lord Wolfington rolls
Exactly.
now. Lord Wolfington rolls now. He's different. He's not a normal werewolf. Well done, Tyler. You killed all the prisoners. Thanks. You said yes.
What could be done?
84. Felix, I need you to write this down in your near that weapon, near that item on your stats. Okay, write 2% on there. Okay. So next time I do that roll, I'm going to ask you what number it is. Okay. You're muted, by the way.
Yeah, you are.
Sorry about that. I wasn't sure if I was the one with the wretches. So I just turned it
Okay.
off.
All of you hear about the executions. You also hear that Saladin ordered the execution of the 1,500 Crusader prisoners. And so now the city is kind of, at first they were kind of excited at what happened because they're fucking sick of Saladin bullshit. And they knew what was happening. Now people can eat again. And there was also you also hear word that a lot of the food disappeared. And that's the reason why Richard ordered the execution. That there actually was enough food for a while, but then like just overnight, like a whole shitload of food disappeared. It just blinked out of existence, as if like a demon took all the food because that's what was offered to her.
Oh my fucking god! Good job. Excellent job.
See how things come together.
I don't understand how King Richard would get the idea to just slaughter all these prisoners.
Oh, when you see Arthur, he looks a little different. There is like a cold air about him now. There's an ice cold, and he sees through you now.
He has seen things.
Oh, my Lord Wolfington. I'm sorry for your father. He was a good man.
Yes, he was.
You
Who else is here with him?
anything of what has occurred.
Lady Shrubbery, have you been with him? I mean, have you been hanging out with him all night? Because I know you.
No,
He'll be-
I'm busy trying to find a third in the. No, I have to find 3 new people to join my cult.
Oh, you're. What Yusuf tells you, do not despair, Lady Shrubbery. This is not a job for you. This is a job for us. We will find another.
Who's Yusuf?
That's not her friend. That Yusuf is
Mine's
my
Bilal.
friend.
Yusuf. Sorry, Yusuf. I'm sorry. I thought there were 2 Yusufs. There are 2 Yusufs.
There are 2 Yusufs. The second
Yes,
Yusuf
there are
is my
2.
bodyguard.
Yes.
Hers
Look at
is,
me, I have-
Hello.
I have
Bilal, I'll
Bilal.
bow.
Okay,
I'll
Bilal
bow
with
with
you, Lady Shrubbery. I apologize, but we will fight. We will replace those 3 jackals with better men.
They really sucked, Bilal. They hurt my feelings.
I apologize. Those
Look
those
at all
are,
these injuries that I have on me. It's
Those
because
are
of those
Jer-
cowards.
He's like, those are Jerry's cousins. And Jerry, he turns over to Jerry and hits him in the shoulder. Damn it, Jerry.
And you bring your 3 cousins. Yeah. Jerry will be whipped. Don't worry.
Jerry asshole, and his cousin Timmy asshole.
Jerry is flogged in front of you. And then
Jerry's like this, cross-eyed.
Stop
Sorry.
with the space balls.
I thought it was.
At least-
Morty,
Thank you, Madeline. I'm glad you got it.
I never watched
would
it,
have
but I
thought
did
that.
see that clip.
That was fucking great. You got to watch it.
Oh my god,
I
I've seen it
have
so
it, I
many times.
think.
I
I just
didn't
haven't
catch
watched
that.
You didn't get that?
Oh my
No.
god! Now I remember the damn scene. Oh my fucking god! Like, why is he so bad at targeting or something like that? And they show his face.
Yep.
I thought about it when he
Ludicrous
said the
speed.
cousin.
Go!
So we're aging ourselves.
Mhm. So Lady Shrubbery is sends her Bilal to go replace him, and now Arthur and Lord Wolfington were chatting. Go ahead.
You were asking if there's anyone else here. I believe is Alan.
Yeah,
there?
so I asked, but apparently no. There's no Magister Allen. You're not around. Jessica, you're not around. Inez?
Have you seen
I'm
Magister?
not around.
Who's around?
Okay,
I can be around. I'll just use my book and throw it somewhere.
So you're hanging out. All 4 of you are hanging out in the same tent because Lord Wolfington is in mourning, as is his entire camp, at least his section. But you're
I
now
would like
officially
to
the
walk
Lord
in
Wolfington,
and
by the way.
bring him morning flowers.
Oh, by the way, I'm in full armor when I meet Wolfington. I rarely take off the armor now.
So
Thank you, Francis.
the Wolfington camp is in complete mourning, so everything's quiet there. There's no one really partying.
I put my cousin's head on a stake outside.
And that's the only reason you were excused from the executions that have occurred outside. So you're hearing about it from. You heard reports about it, but I guess you want Arthur to tell you what happened.
Yeah, Arthur. I just don't understand what would make him do such a thing.
We didn't have food, and Saladin was stalling. We didn't have much of a choice. What, raid the villages nearby? I mean, that would just... They're not worth anything other than their food, and that would take a lot of resources, probably more resources than our army has.
We could have rationed.
We could have.
We didn't have enough to ration. We were already rationing.
We could go cannibalistic.
Yeah.
Well, there's plenty of food now.
I see that perhaps you are tainted by a demon. Would you like me to examine you? I could see if you're currently possessed.
Who?
She just said we should cannibalize people.
It was
You
a
heard that too, did you not?
possibility.
I just
If desperate enough, you can eat a human.
No. You cannot.
She's
What
a
sort of
Kimri.
blackmail are you
No,
spilling?
I realize.
She's a Kimri and she's low intelligence.
We could bless the bodies with the help of the clerics, and then
You're not
eat
there,
them.
are you?
I've heard
Worry, why are you
Chicken.
agreeing with the Kimri?
Because I'm trying to become closer to the mer people.
You're not here though.
I
You
said I
you're
walked in with morning flowers.
not. You did?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know. Oh, so you both want to cannibalize.
No.
Mm.
if we are desperate enough, we can feed our men the flesh of their enemies.
Please, no one follow the suggestion of the Kimri.
Everyone,
Okay,
I
you
know
hear
fear
a
of
commotion
this.
outside, and then 2 of the royal guard enter, and they go to Lord Wolfington, the king, and then they part, and Richard
Yeah.
comes in.
we stand up.
He walks over to you, say, Lord Wolfington, and he's like, no.
Majesty.
He puts his hand on your shoulder. I am so sorry for the death of your father.
Thank
He
you,
was
Your
a great
Majesty.
warrior.
Yes, he was.
He served me well back in England.
And I will continue to serve you, like my father before me.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I would like. whatever you wish, Your Majesty. Anything that you provide will be greatly honored.
Excellent. Chiswick, fresh horses. And they bring you horses. So
Are these cut up horses that are for eating?
You are served a plate of horses and a big banquet of horses. Say, don't worry, Lord Wolfington. I know you're worried about the food and the rationing.
Yet you said about my cannibalism.
And you're worried about the rationing, but we killed all the Turks.
While Richard speaks, I silently try to get the Kimberly out of the room.
We could eat the Turks.
We've killed all the Turks, so now we'll be able to.
We
Plenty-
can turn
well,
them
plenty of
into
food.
stew.
We could
And we can-
catapult their bodies back into their township.
Ooh,
They've been
ooh,
afflicted
but
with-
can we set them on fire after we?
You're in the
Right before we
presence of
catapult
a
them?
king. Please control yourself and your current delusions. They're also suffering from mourning.
I understand. It's all right. It's been an emotional morning for them and the Turks. So
Yes, Lady Shrubbery is
Arthur
in,
laughs at this. Yes, he
mourning,
does.
And
Lord Wolfington,
Kimberly seems to be
Yes, Your
confused.
Majesty.
we shall stay here for another week to mourn for the many who have died today, as that wretch Salahadin killed all 1,500 of the Crusader Christians who we were coming here to save. It's unfortunate. So we
It's
will
not
mourn them as well as your father.
Yes, Your
And then-
Majesty. Thank you.
We will march to Jaffa. Good. If you
We
need
will.
anything from me, let me know.
I will. Thank you, Your Majesty.
He turns over to Magister Arthur. Good work this morning. Slaps you on the shoulder and walks out.
Yes, my king.
Okay, you guys are on the king is
What did you
now
what
yell at each other.
what did you do this morning?
I was with him when they killed all 2,000. What was it? How many men was it?
2,500.
2,500.
And then about an hour later, another 1,500 Christian prisoners were killed.
4,000 souls.
Yes.
Killed right in front of the city earlier this morning.
It was
I was there.
3,500, not 4,000.
Hmm?
It's
No, it was
3,500.
4,000 because Christians were executed by Saladin.
4,000 souls total.
Saladin executed the Christian prisoners right after.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
We should set him on fire. Alive.
Why can't we just set the entire town on fire?
I like that.
We were trying to take Acre. We actually need the city.
Do we
We do.
really?
Yes.
Yes,
Part of the
we
Can't
war.
we just rebuild it?
Have you built a town before?
No, but I guess you do it brick by brick, huh?
I recommend studying a little bit
Lady
on.
Shrubbery, let me explain. We're
I
going
literally
to
only
convert
just started
these
to read.
savages into Christians.
You said that about my kind too.
Yes, but here's the thing. One day it will happen, I assure you.
No, I
Just
refuse.
not this age.
I call my cleric to come look over Francis, Lady Francis.
A group of clerics show up.
By the way, how much do I heal overnight?
Okay, hold on.
She was injured in battle.
Thank you. I
Everyone
forgot
heals
about
one
that.
hit point overnight plus your level.
You're welcome.
I'm at max.
Madeline, you heal 1 hit point plus your level.
Plus my
Anyone
oh
else?
man, I have to turn on a light. I can't see anything. I still need healing. I need 1 extra point.
Okay, so one of the clerics comes in. Yeah, the one you never seen before. He turns to you, Lord Wolfington. He said, "My name is Baldwin, Lord Wolfington. I am." He noticed that he's wearing a different colored outfit than the rest of the clerics. This is a black robe with a white cross and
Magister Allen tells you that this is a Knight's Hospitaller and not a Templar Knight. So he bows to you. And his name is Baldwin. And he goes, I have been sent to be your personal cleric from now on.
Thank you.
My Hospitaller will be at your service for when you require us, Lord Wolfington. He turns and he attempts to heal the Lady Shrubbery. And he makes it. So you heal back 5 hit points.
Woo!
He's actually good at this.
That's nice.
Okay, his name is Baldwin. It's a historical figure, so give me a second. His actual name.
Aw, cute puppy.
Thank you.
All right then. Baldwin Le Caron. So it's Baldwin, L-E, second word L-E, and then Caron, K-C-A-R-R-O-N.
Welcome, Baldwin Curran. Welcome to House Wolfington.
Lord Wolfington, I am a personal hospitaller and cleric to the king himself. He has assigned me to take care of you for now, but I ultimately serve him.
A great honor to have you here, and thank you and welcome.
Were you involved in the savagery this morning?
I was not. I was in mourning.
It's a good thing you weren't there. It was terrible on both sides. I understand why it had to be done, and I understand that the heathen will not be going to heaven, but it is still a terrible task.
It was. I wish there was other ways we could have.
Please call upon me if you have need of me. Does anyone else require healing?
I look at everybody else. Is everyone okay?
3 of you, Lord Wolfington, I understand why, but the Magister Arthur and you, Lady Shrubbery, the 2 of you look disheveled.
A laughing dog nearly bit off my leg.
Oh yes, well I believe I was bitten by a monstrosity. So yes, there are other things under God's world that are unnatural.
Is that creature infectious?
Infectious?
Ladies.
I'm asking the cleric. You know,
what creature?
Dogs that laugh.
The werewolf.
You were attacked. So you were involved in the incident last night. It has gone around the city. You have 2 monster wolf creatures.
Yes.
My father was killed tragically in the incident.
Tell me about it.
My cousin came and he did not look well. And when the moon came, he changed and he killed my father and he attacked us, injured 2 of my people.
I stabbed him good, though.
All I can tell you is that this sounds demonic. But it is not in the purview of the church. We know nothing about these things. He turns to the 2 magisters. Perhaps these 2 can tell you more, as magisters.
I don't know much about them. I would have to hit the books.
I'd like to ask the cleric a question.
Of course, Lady Shrubbery. I may help.
Demons possess dogs to make them laugh?
The demon could possess a grain of salt, Lady Shrubbery.
There are possessed dogs in our midst that laugh and say our names and bite you.
No.
We're attacked by a pack of hyenas. I did not think they lived in this region. It was a strange night.
I see. Do you require additional blessings then?
Can you bless my dog?
Pray with me. He gets down and he prays, and you don't get anything from it. He walks out to your dog and puts his hand on him. He's like, "I will pray your beast.
I will bless your beast. Apparently, your beast is untouched by all the terrible things of the night before. He's a good dog.
boy. He's a good boy.
Rocky, his tail wags. He likes him. And Baldwin leaves. He's like, please call upon me when you need me.
Thank you, Baldwin.
All right. What do the rest of you do now that NPCs are gone?
So, Magister Allen, what do you know? What can you tell us about this werewolf creature? I mean, we know a little bit. We've dealt with them in the past, but you probably would have more of an insight.
Oh, that's right. You encountered them before.
I did study about the werewolves. I even have a book of it. If you so
Arthur
require.
walks in and stands behind Lord Wolfington, and he stares daggers at Magister Allen. Go on.
Well, there's not much to tell from the last time we've dealt with one.
Are they infectious?
So, your book had no information?
Well,
You know something about them because you remember John's character.
Exactly. I don't remember
It's the
because I
same
fucking died.
information that we got from last time. They are infectious, but it is a 50-50 chance.
50-50.
That's a
They're
pretty
actually
high chance.
Pretty high, yeah.
It bit me.
What if we destroy the moon?
Well, here's another factor. If you do turn into a werewolf,
My character's rubbing his eyes and forehead
first
after hearing
signs
that.
if you do turn into a werewolf, the first signs would be you forgetting your name, your true name.
We could send the Turks to
My
the
true
moon.
name? I was born with this name.
Wait, what did Anna say? We could send the Turks? What?
To the moon.
Go ahead.
Other than that,
I remember Harry changed.
those that are irreversibly infected will turn at the sight of the full moon.
So what do you
Unless
recommend?
You would
destroy
need to
the
make
moon.
sure at the full moon, those that were harmed are in a safe distance.
So do you want to put us in a dungeon or something?
Well, Wolfsbane worked
No.
last time,
And we did have Harry chained up on the ship.
and I shoved Wolfsbane on him.
You had him
And that-
chained up on a ship with flowers in his face.
The Wolfsbane did work.
It worked.
But
At this point, Magister Allen, even though you haven't done much of it, you know that there are magisters in this city. You can go see them.
We could consult with the other magistrates.
All right, I think I'll do that today as well, but I have someone else to visit today as well. I have another person to go visit.
do you need assistance?
No,
I just
I'll take the guard that you've given me, but other than that, no.
okay. Well, if you need anything, any of our people to come with you.
That's something
Okay.
I should be asking you, sir. You've just lost your father.
I'm here. I will mourn my father, but the rest of you do not need to be here. I know he's my father, and
He was like a
Probably
father.
bored.
to us all.
yes, he was.
And there's
Good
another
man.
commotion outside, and there are two individuals here to see you at the same time. Conrad de Montferrat and Guy de Lisignon. And they're like, oh fuck. That's because they both showed up at the same time.
Yeah.
And they're like, so both of them send their messengers inside, and they're waiting to see which one you want to see first.
Oh,
Just choose them both.
they
Yes,
don't
just
like-
bring them in both.
My lord, I would like to remind you that Kansas is still with.
Yes, I know.
Make them play rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
I'm gonna go back to trying to read my book,
Sounds like an excellent
which I'm
idea.
epically fail at.
No. Keep trying. Wait, do you know English?
I look over and I see her books upside down.
Alice, would you like me to
while you-
find you a scholar to teach you English?
While you torture yourself over that, Felix, we're gonna take a quick break, go to the bathroom, and then
All right.
I'll pick up exactly where we left off. I'll play a little music.
All right.
Mamma mia.
There you go.
I got some.
Lost in the world of past, in the echo of ancient blast. There is a man from future, a man of mystery.
How does he kill the dino? He kills two dinos in that song. Kills a Triceratops and what's the other one? What's a really cool one?
T-Rex.
Dimetrodon. So, not everyone's back yet, so. So should we do the Bob Saget song?
Yeah.
You know, I stop the songs when I see faces. So people's faces don't return. No, I know you're there, Jessica. I mean, Tyler and Felix and Jonathan. So
Yeah, I'm
Earth.
here.
Okay, there you are. Yeah, come back, or I'm going to play to Africa. It's gonna be real bad. Jonathan looks like he wants Africa.
I'm back.
Lady Shrubbery's back. Felix, you're back.
Lady Shrubbery is back.
Lady the Shrubbery.
Lady the Shrubbery.
That is the
He cares not for proper names.
All right, there's Felix. All right, so Felix, you make your decisions. You can let them both in.
Okay, so what I do is I tell them, is this about business?
No, sir. They're here to pay their respects.
Okay, because I've been used from business for the next few days. I'm in mourning. You may both.
Okay, so both of them come in. They try really hard not to glare at each other. Guy walks up to you. He's like, Lord Wolfington, I am so sorry. He was a great man.
Thank you.
He's like, we brought you some gifts. They brought you some real normal food, not horses, and lots of flowers. And he's like, if you need anything, he comes real close, like, a wench or something. Let me know. I'll take care of
He
you.
needs a sacrifice.
He's like, you continue to collect insane women around you, but it's all right.
Guy, I haven't seen you in some time. It's good to see you, even if it's in mournful circumstances.
Yes, we've all lost people we love during this war.
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Like, he turns, he nods at Conrad and leaves. Conrad is like, to Lord Wolfington, I am sorry. I would invite you to come up to Tyre and see Constance, but I don't think the king would approve of this just yet.
Yes, it's definitely a sensitive subject with the king.
Yeah, perhaps once we've taken Jaffa, which should be soon. I will accompany you to Jaffa.
Gives me more motivation to finish this business in Jaffa.
Yes. Once we have Jaffa, we should be very close to Jerusalem and ready to take the city and take back the Holy Land.
My stance has not changed. My sword is still yours.
I did not come for that. I came to offer my condolences, and if you require anything for the funeral, I will be there.
Thank you.
So Conrad leaves, and you are now alone again with your friends.
I wonder who that second guy was.
You do not know him?
No, apparently, from what I can infer, he has Constance. Is this something that we talked about? I don't remember talking about this.
No, it's,
If you mean if Richard is aware, yes.
Well, of course, the king. The king knows everything.
Who's the king?
Well,
Again, the Kimry.
yeah,
He's
well,
the really loud
let's
guy
know
that
it's
gave us
within the
horses.
army. It's King Richard, the greatest man among us.
The fat guy?
King Richard the Lionheart. He's the one that gave us horses. to eat. You should try them. They
Fresh horses.
Fresh horses.
I'd much rather eat an Englishman.
No, you should probably eat the horse. Go ahead. Come now. You want to eat people. Why would a horse be anything worse?
It has an earthy taste. It might suit your Kimberly fancy.
Indeed, it might just suit your fancy. It's the
Do
first.
you want to leave with me and we can go shop around the towns and stuff?
Oh, yes.
Sure.
Yes. Good luck on your search for human flesh.
So the ladies leave. So we'll follow you guys.
And Rocky.
And Rocky. I'll follow the ladies in a minute. Let's stay with the boys for now.
So, what is this business with this other man? I think I heard his name once.
Well, Magister Allen will be able to explain better.
Well, then give me the brief summary.
The Shadow Queen.
Oh, yes.
Remember her?
That's Sweetheart. The reason why we can't talk properly unless we're hidden somewhere, like some cult.
Yes. Well, part of the reason why there were favors for favors is because she currently has Kansas.
She has Constance.
Constance. She puts it more politely, but yes.
Didn't you have access to her daughter? It wasn't the term an eye for an eye or some such. But it seems we did deals here and there.
Oh, but from what I could tell, the Shadow Queen's been at this for quite a while. And when a person like that goes for quite a while, you kind of need something just as powerful or just as big of a stick to deal with.
So, using underhanded means, she has obtained loyalty from our Lord. This is...
Mind you, it is a double-edged sword. In one way...
Stop. This isn't the time to talk about this. We're in mourning right now.
That is true.
I'm sorry for whatever they've put you through, Wolfing, and if I could, I'd kill them myself. Keep it nice and simple, a blade inside them.
There's nothing we can do about it now. Just, she's all that matters now.
Your future. Yes, well, I will leave you to your mourning. I have a few others to speak to today, and then some tasks. So you might not see me for the rest of the day. But if you wish to contact me, I will be within the Magister's Temple later in the day.
Okay.
You can
Thank
imagine
you.
what I'm doing.
Be careful. The city's been dangerous of late.
Yes, and I imagine some of them might want to talk to me personally. No worries. I think Hodar will do just well enough. That is if he doesn't want to kill me as well.
Yusuf goes, Hodor?
So I
That's all he says.
yeah. As I walk out of the building, and as as I walk out of the building, I what should we call it? I speak to Hodar. I'm like, sorry, Yusuf. I speak in Arabic. Sorry, Yusuf. It is, I guess, a somewhat funny joke. But it's easier to remember Hodar over you. I believe you have the same name as my other friend, Yusuf.
He goes, Hodor.
So he corrected
It
you.
seems you're particularly committed to this today. I got one question for you, Yusuf. And I stopped like a few paces. Like, I stopped far enough away from the tent that the guards can't get to me in time. I'm like, do you want to kill me as well for what's been done? I'd rather it be done earlier this morning and we settle it.
Yusuf turns to you like, kill you for what, sir?
Have you not heard what happened to the men out there?
Those are filthy Turks.
I pat Yusuf on the shoulders like, Well,
Do I look like a Turk to you?
Oh, shit.
well,
Not every Arab was with Saladin, dude.
well. I'm not quite. I'm not quite sure. I'm new to this land. Forgive the offense. Come, Yusuf. We have a bit to do then. So
You head out. You're heading to the Magister's Temple?
no, I'm heading to the other Yusuf, Yusuf Al Hafar.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So that's kind of it for Felix's quest. So who did we do last week? We did Loose, right? We
We
didn't
did
do anyone else.
Luce, and then we did Felix.
Yeah, Felix is this week. We finished Felix this week. Okay. So
You're
that's all you
going
get.
from like
That's all you
Lord
get, Felix.
status to
You get a
less.
dead dad. So that's your reward.
You're
Thanks.
going from highest status to lowest status. So next is the shrubbery.
Yeah. So the mud rustler was the highest status.
Well, she had to leave soon, so that's okay.
No, we're not gonna do the shrubbery because she's done quite a bit so far. We'll go to her later.
Because I insert myself into everything.
So we're gonna go to the one who's I think RP the least in the last game. So Magister Allen.
Oh,
Here we
God.
go. Oh shit.
So what are you doing, Jonathan?
He's sending them back to where they came from.
Now we would have
the
done
prison.
Magister Arthur if he'd gone to the Magister Temple, but he didn't go. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm doing later in the day.
so what are you doing, Magister Allen?
Well, I am pretty much studying my books. I remember I was supposed to study something that was important.
So where are you studying? You going back to your tent?
The Magister Temple.
Oh, so you do go to the Magister Temple. Okay. So you wind up at the Magister Temple. Now the Magister Temple here, one of the things you notice as you're walking through the city is that all the churches are being restored. When you first got here, the churches had graffiti on them. They're actually all vandalized and written all over, and there are Arabic symbols all over the place. They're being repainted and restored by the clerics, and priests are being moved into every single one of them. Okay, you arrive at the Magister Temple, you realize that the Magister Temple is actually very, very English, very Crusader, very Byzantine. So not so much for pro Salahadin. So when you get in there, you're greeted by the magisters, and I'll give you a rep, one of them. Let's give him a name. The first magister you run into, his name is Walid, Walid. Al-Dinawari. Al-Dinawari. So he is an Arabic. Walid. Dinawari. He goes, Magister Allen, surgeon, we have heard of you.
Well,
Your name carries far and wide. Friend of kings, are you not? And queens.
yes, that is quite true.
Welcome to our humble library. You will find an ample selection in the city. You do not have the selection you will find in a place like Damascus or further along in Dubai or deeper into the Arabic states, but we do have a selection. What have you come looking for?
Various things. I come to study a relic that I have come in possession of.
Oh, a relic. What does your relic do? Do you know of it? Let me see it.
I show him the monkey's paw.
Ha, a monkey's paw. Now, be sure this is not a joke. Are you sure
That
this
is what
true?
I seek to find out.
So you wish to study it here? Yes, we do have the facilities for your search, for what you want to do. But I have a curiosity for you. Come with me. You may
I
be
come
interested in
over.
this, as I believe this is related to your monkey's paw. He takes you over to you see he walks you through the library for a bit, and you can see lots of younger magisters here studying. They're all reading and learning, and you can see that there are places here for summoning as well. So you got nice little sections that you cordoned off just for that. So all the little deep dark secrets that you magisters have. There's a table that you pass by that's got blood on it, some old dried blood, and some sacrificial things going on around. So you're like, oh, that's where they sacrifice people, and so all the little things you find in a magister temple. So as you go deeper, he takes you to a room, and you hear screams coming from this room, and this room is barred. He says, "Look inside here, Magister. Through the bars. Don't try to open the door."
I try to look through the bars. What do I see?
There's a dude in there, and he's fucking crazy. He's walking back and forth, and basically ramming himself into the wall. Boom, boom, and he turns over to you. He goes, "Hey, Englishman." And he runs towards the bars and slams his head against the bars and falls back. You know that he does that in such a way that that should have probably killed him. But you see his head comes right back into place, and he stands up again, walks around a little bit, turns around, looks at you, "Englishman," and runs towards the bar and keeps slamming his head into the bars. What do you make of that?
That is new. Certainly.
Is it something you think you may be able to cure?
Yes.
You do believe so?
I have
Because
cured madness.
I
It
believe
depends on what it is, but I have dealt with at least 2 instances of something like this.
What do you know of the monkey's paw?
So far, nothing at all.
Well then, I'll be glad to be the one to inform you that the monkey's paw was used to bring that man back to life. As you can see, he did not come back correctly. He killed his family, who brought him back using that dreadful item that you carry. Perhaps not the same one, but one with possibly the same magical qualities as that one. He killed his entire family, burned down their house, before we were able to capture him and bring him here. So, do you still think you can cure this madness? Madness of a man that's supposed to be dead, and who has murdered his entire family in his madness.
Well, I may be standing corrected. I may not be able to cure such a madness.
Well then, do you wish to study your monkey's paw, or do you wish to just give it to us so we can stick it in the same place we've stuck the other one?
I wish to study it.
Well then, remember this man that you look at here, as you will see more like him if you continue to involve yourself with that artifact. Walid leads you to a cubby, and there are books on the matter over there. You may ask for me if you need me, or if you need another magister. We do have others here. Let me know. Walid leads you. So you're going to study it?
Yep.
All right. The monkey's paw gives you a wish. Okay, I think you already know this. Okay? It gives you 3 wishes. The wishes never come out right. You know that, right? Okay. So, Felix, you there? Madeline, Jessica?
I'm
I'm
here.
here.
I'm
Any of
here.
you ever
Yep.
seen Pet Cemetery?
Yes.
Kind of.
Then you know what a monkey's paw is. It does the same thing.
Okay, I did not watch Pet Cemetery.
Three
Oh,
wishes.
you don't know. You should watch it.
I
You
have
can-
The original,
seen
the
his
original
Paulo.
one. The original one.
The monkey's paw gives you 3 wishes, but the wishes are all bad. It never does them right. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's usually used to bring people back. It doesn't bring them back normal. Pet Cemetery works the same way. So Pet Cemetery is it was a retelling of the original monkey's paw story.
No fair. No fair.
No fair. No fair.
Is it a legit monkey paw?
It is a legit monkey's paw.
Oh.
One of 2 in this city. There's another one in this temple that was used to bring that dude back to life, or a semblance of life. Okay, so you know what it does. You also know it's really bad. You should have it. What else are you gonna do, Jonathan? Well, that takes you the better part of the day, by the way. So
I'm also going to see if they have anything else on werewolves.
okay, what are you gonna focus on? Monkey's part of werewolf.
Mainly how to detect them.
Okay, you don't find anything on detection. You don't have enough time. You do find some of the information you've already seen, that a werewolf can be cured by killing it, or 2, if it kills a pregnant woman, it eats her baby.
I'm sorry, what did I just miss? Eats a pregnant woman
Don't
with a
you
baby?
remember that was one of the cures?
Yeah, I already forgot about that.
That's another cure for the werewolf, Madeline.
Eating a pregnant woman.
No, the baby. The baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, is it a baby inside a pregnant woman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like killing the
Rip it
woman
out, eat it.
and taking the baby inside
cure
of her
the
and
wolf.
eating it.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep. No, thank you.
Wait, how did they figure that out?
It's an
Old
old.
books.
The werewolf may eventually a werewolf somewhere found. It's an old Scandinavian version of the werewolf myth.
So technically, we could have ethical, okay, minus the dead babies, we could have ethical cures for werewolves by just having pregnant women get C-sections and then feeding them the babies.
That's
You have to kill the woman and then
right.
take the baby. It needs to be like a completely unfinished one.
It's like an abortion.
Not quite.
And the
You're
werewolf
killing both.
kills the woman and rips the baby out.
Yep, it needs to
Part of
be.
it. It's not just
drinking. It's eating a potion that's brewing before it's
you have to
finished.
kill the
brewing.
woman and then take the baby.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if any man is willing to sacrifice his wife and child.
Well,
No
they
half.
don't have to be willing. We could
It
just
doesn't
have the
work that way.
church.
The werewolf has to do it. You basically have to direct the werewolf to a pregnant woman, and the werewolf will go after a pregnant woman on its own. It naturally goes after one.
Doesn't have a choice. It's madness, inexorable madness.
It'll go straight for one. If there's a
Well,
pregnant
I'm
woman there,
saying
it's still gonna head
if
straight
we just get some people we don't like, get them pregnant, and then kind of shove
Oh,
them
it's
towards a
fine.
werewolf.
No matter what you do, it's never going to be moral.
Baby.
It's
Never
never
tell-
going to be moral.
Never tell any of these people that secret, Jonathan.
We
Never.
can kill the fat man because he's pregnant with a food baby, right?
No, that's not it. You just, if you kill a fat man, you just get a stomach ache.
Okay, that's what the information you find out.
Horrible.
That's what you got for today.
But think about it. Think about it. If the king is dead, who will become king?
The
So,
next
Tyler,
person on line.
technically, your quest was killing all those people for this morning. So,
Oh, great! Thanks.
So that was the end of your quest. So you could do anything else you do is just extra.
Oh
So
my
Jonathan
God.
spent his whole day researching something he knows all about already.
Yeah, that actually confused the shit out of me.
Magister
No,
Arthur,
they
what do you
actually
do?
did not know if it was actually the monkey's fault or what the fuck the monkey's fault was.
We can barely hear you.
He actually did not know what the fuck the monkey's paw even was.
No, we're talking about you researching a werewolf a second time. You know everything about it. You just actually
No,
forgot.
I was trying to find a way to detect it. Like, what did other people do to find the werewolves?
Throw
amongst-
wolf
You need more
bane
time.
at them, and if they get hives, then they're a werewolf.
You need more time
Yeah.
for something like that. So we're gonna go do Arthur, and then we'll do the ladies. Arthur, what do you do? Oh, you go to go see Yusuf?
Yeah, I'm going to go see Yusuf. That was the first thing I was planning on that day.
Okay. On the way there, you run into the city watch.
All right.
5 members of the city watch pass by you, and they're like, "Hail, Magister Arthur, you're with somebody, right?"
Yes, I'm with Hodar.
Hodor turns to the watch and goes, "Hodor," and they're like, yeah. "Hodor, Yusuf, yes, Yusuf."
Yusuf, you don't like when Wolfington isn't around. You don't have to do that.
He pays me well.
Okay, Yusuf. Hey, you know what? I listen here. I'll tell him that you said it the whole time. Don't worry. But okay. For me, Hodar's a nickname to help me. There's a lot of names to remember. So Hodor is there. I know 2 Yusufs. What if I know a third one?
Are you taking me to meet the other Yusuf?
That's right. He's a good friend of mine.
So you guys arrive at where Yusuf and his little clique hang out. Yusuf comes out, and he's like, "Oh, my friend, it is good to see you."
Hello, Yusuf.
Salam alaikum.
Malaikum salam, friend.
I heard that you had a hand in this morning's festivities.
That's an interesting way to put it. Yes,
Oh, yes.
it's not
Killing Turks is lots of fun.
indeed. What's now? They are Turks, but forgive my ignorance. But what would you be called then?
We're not in Turkey, Ironwall Arthur.
Uh,
We are in Israel.
I'm not geographically well informed.
Saladin employs outsiders to conquer our kingdoms here. He is not a native.
That
Yes, sir.
figures. I'm sure those outsiders treat this land real nice, don't they?
While we may worship the same God, we are not of the same tribes. But fuck the Turks.
Fuck them indeed. We didn't have much of a choice anyway. Yeah.
No, we didn't. It was strange.
I thought you guys were talking about murdering them.
He did murder them. He executed them all.
Yeah, executed them.
I know.
So he goes, so it was strange. Yesterday, we had a banquet of food here that we were going to eat. There's been high strangers. Well, at the same time that those werewolves, or right before those werewolves attacked the city, right before a very large one chased another very large one out of the city, and apparently the Wolfington family decided to have a falling out. My turkey disappeared, and so did all the food here.
Your food disappeared.
Just vanished. We were about to eat it. We were praying, and it was gone.
It just vanished.
Yes.
Do you
I'd
have
like to
any?
say, I'd like to say that Jafar over here, he pointed at one of his cousins. Jafar over here ate it all, but he didn't. I did not eat it.
I examined Jafar. How big is he?
He's huge. Jafar's a really big man.
Jafar, you're not lying to us, right?
He turns over to Yusuf. He said, "You may answer this question, Jafar." And Jafar is like, "No, I did not eat food. I ate some, but I did not eat it that quickly. It is strange."
Well, I doubt that they would send a contingent. Saladin would send a contingent of soldiers just to steal your food. So
It was strange. There was a night of black magic in the city, but it seems to have passed with the death of that creature.
Yes, well, it's dead. It's a shame that it died so quickly. I would have really enjoyed it being drawn and quartered.
I don't know. You
Shame.
should never get in the way of family squabbles.
Well, that man was a friend of mine. He treated me nice enough.
I hear his son has avenged him. So,
Yeah, well, no,
and
that's
his
good.
son has secrets that perhaps you should take with him back to England with him.
Secrets. Well, I know a little bit about that, but not too much. Yusuf, what do you think of all this? The death of all those Turks. You're perfectly fine with that?
Oh yes, Turks are garbage. Come with me. I want to show you something.
All right.
He brings you inside, and there's two men there, in black cloaks, and with the hoods pulled up. It's like I would not bring you here, Magister Allen, if I did not think you were a trustworthy man.
Of course.
These are Amir and Hassan.
Yes.
They are Ismaili assassins.
You see, like despite his best efforts, there's like a slight jolt of fear. His eyes widen a little bit. He's like,
No, do not fear. Do not fear, my friend. They are not here to harm you. They have come with a missive from the old man of the mountain. They have heard of you and of your proximity to the King Richard.
yes.
And they would like to recruit you into the Ismaili assassins.
But this is unprecedented. But I'm willing to listen. You're a friend of mine.
No, it's not I who am recruiting you. It is Amir and Hassan. I will not be leaving. I will return when you are finished.
Very well.
Yusuf,
Is there any tables and seats?
No, they're sitting on the floor. Cross-legged.
I sit on the floor, but like an Englishman. I don't cross my legs. I go like.
You're all uncomfortable. So we bring you a message from the old man of the mountain, Ironwall Arthur.
I will hear it.
When you come to the city of Tyre, and you will be there sometime later this year, he would like to meet with you.
Very well, but I if you don't mind, I have a question then.
Of course.
Before you, what was it? Asashi? Is that correct?
You may call us assassin.
Before you assassins had almost ended my life, what would make you want to? Well, what would make you want me to work with you?
The fact that you survived.
Oh, I understand. This is a bizarre request, but Yusuf is a good friend of mine, and if he trusts you, I will as well. I will meet him.
In the city of Tyre, your friend, Lord Wolfington, will be going there sometime later this year to protect a man called Conrad de Montferrat.
Yes?
When he goes, you will go with him. And there, once you're in the city, we will reach you. And we will take you to see the old man.
All right. I will do so. Is that everything then?
It is. Yusuf is again behind you. He puts his hand on his shoulder. These are not men who say goodbye or hello. They just leave their message. That is it. Come with me, my friend.
I will.
Takes you outside.
And the rest of his boys is like cousins and brothers, and they're all very solemn now. But some of them are like they're looking at you, they're like giving you like thumbs up. They almost look
Oh.
proud of you.
Well, this war is nothing but surprises and interesting turns.
Well, you can understand that because of your proximity to the King Richard, that other powerful men would be interested in speaking with you. You are aware
Yes.
that King Richard and the old man are allies, right?
They are.
Yes, the old man is an enemy of Salah-ad-Din. Salah-ad-Din once attempted to siege his castle up on the mountains.
Really.
Yes. That night, he found the old man's blade in his bed, which meant that the old man came down off the mountain, made it into the camp, and put his own blade into Salah-ad-Din's bed. Regardless, Salah-ad-Din retreated and decided to leave the old man on his mountain.
Jesus. This sounds like the type of man that doesn't need an army, but has one anyways.
He needs nothing. And do not think differently. But it is he and that other woman, the Shadow Queen, who truly ruled Jerusalem. They ruled it before, and they will rule it again after King Richard leaves.
Truly.
They're
Well,
just waiting.
like a bit of a, despite Arthur's new cold, visage, like a dark, savage smile comes about him. Well, if he's against her, I think that's all he needed to say. I got a chip on my shoulder about that woman too.
I did not say they are against each other, but they are not of the same faction. I said they both rule. And
They
they
both?
compete with each other.
Well, I'm more
They
than
are, imagine if you and your wife were suddenly visited by a mad dog. Instead of fighting the mad dog, you go up to your rooms and you close the door. And you let your family fight the mad dog until the mad dog either kills them or leaves, or he is killed. Then you'll just come down from your room and take over your home again. That is what is happening. Your King Richard is the mad dog.
and he works with one of the two that are up in the room.
Yes. He works with the father, the old man of the mountain. Well, your Conrad de Montferrat, friend of Lord Wolfington, works with the mother.
Well, I don't think he had much of a choice there, but I think I have an idea of what choice I will make. A man that gives you a choice is much better than one that doesn't give you anything.
Good. We know you want to King Richard's man, so we know you will do well by the assassins.
Very well. You've given me a lot to think of, Yusuf. Maybe if I have more time tonight, we should drink and just hang out.
Perhaps tomorrow night. I have things I must escort these two out of the city.
Very well. Now, Yusuf, if you ever need my help, call upon me.
All right, well, Arthur. And I want you to remember that I said the word we. And he turns around and goes into the tent with the other two assassins.
Wait. Repeat that again.
No.
We?
Nope. You get to rewind that and watch it again. Relive what he just said to you.
Okay. All right.
Not repeating it.
So I'm going to the Magister Temple finally. After that,
All right. So you run into Magister Walid in front. We are graced by two English
magisters in one day. Incredible.
You surely must jest, my fellow magister.
Walid looks Middle Eastern, but his descendancy is more Greek. So he's a little whiter, a little lighter skinned.
And what is your name, sir?
My name is Walid. Hold on, I forgot the last name. Walid al-Dinarawari. At your service, Magister Arthur. We have
Yes.
you as well.
Well, I've come here for.
Your friend
What-
is here, Magister Allen.
Is he
Yes, he is researching
researching?
an item of power. Shall I take you to him?
Might as well. I might as well say hi to him before I do my business.
So,
Tell me a
Walid,
bit about yourself, Walid.
there is not much to learn. I have been here for the last 20 years.
20 years.
Yes, I was here during the occupation of the city by the Muslims and the previous occupation by Christians.
And what do you think of all that?
It is not for me to think of it.
You are a magister.
They
It is
don't really come after the citizenry, either side. There are times of plenty and there are times of not plenty. I've been here for both.
And you have no real thoughts on it all. The
Well,
war.
some of the magisters in the temple do have thoughts on it.
But you seem to be
I
quite
believe you
experienced.
you and your friends killed 3 of them.
I didn't have much of a choice. I tried to keep them alive, but you know how men with ideals are. They'll never give up. I doubt I ever will.
I think your Magister Allen is one without ideals.
Oh, don't I know it? Oh. Are you referencing to what he's researching then?
I am
Yes,
referencing his reaction to what I told him about what he is researching.
Well, we'll see. Is it all right? Mind if you tell me what he's researching? I'm quite curious because me and him, though both knowledgeable, he is quite a different man.
I believe you can tell him yourself. There he is. You've arrived. Where he is. I believe Magister Allen can tell you all about his monkey's paw. Can't you, Magister Allen?
You've been playing with monkey's paws, my friend?
I will now take my leave. If you require anything of me, let me know.
Thank
Master
you.
Arthur, I will.
Magister Allen. Surgeon Allen.
As the man stated, yes, it is a monkey's paw.
Oh, that's all he's told me. But I'm quite curious as to what it is. If you don't mind.
Very, very dangerous item that I plan to use as a bargaining chip.
A bargaining chip rather than a tool.
It is not the type of tool that can be used as a tool.
I come in and I lean over the table, like I'm not getting too close. Like I imagine he's sitting down. So I walk over, I put my hand on the table, and I lean over and look at it. So that's
Imagine, for say, you had 3 wishes, and then you could wish for whatever you want in those 3 wishes.
Yes.
And I'll imagine if someone were to piss on each of those wishes.
Ah, damn. Instead of getting a nice plot of land and a pretty woman, I get a shitty plot of land and a horrific alien monstrosity.
That is the nature.
Ah, what can you do? A bargaining chip? I lean into whisper. I imagine with one of them, one of the demons.
No, for a certain man, actually. The
Yeah.
one that has controlled the people that tried to assassinate me last time. The old man on the mountain.
Yes.
Mind you, the monkey's paw is too dangerous to be used as a bargaining chip for a demon. But an assassin just might know what to do with this.
And you trust those assassins well enough to give them that?
It's not the point of trusting. It is the point of the possibility of gaining something in return. For you see, there is a target that is worth, or at least I hope, is worth the exchange of a monkey's paw.
And I think an assassin would be able to use it pretty effectively. But what would be? You continue with what you were saying, though.
Oh, for that part, I must keep a secret. Politics, you must understand.
I pat him on the shoulder. I'm like, of course, of course. You're better at that crap than me.
But nevertheless, it is somewhat of high standard
Yes.
that I wish to be rid of for the benefit of Lord Wolf.
When you say that, Iron Wall Arthur gets a big smile on his face. He's like, oh, yes. Well, no need for details then.
Yes.
If you need any help, you know where I am. And I'll be here today. I'm going to be referring to this. And I go into my cloak and I pull out the insignia of the fucking demon we got ages ago from that old man that we burned alive. Sorry, we burned after we killed him.
Okay, you
Yep.
did.
And what the crap's he doing?
Now, I'm going to investigate the value of this. I'm going to summon one. If you hear me howling mad and insane, well, do tell. Well, do something about it with your knowledge. Oh, there is something quite interesting that I've learned recently. I am able to cure madness. It's a cure I learned in a book called between all this. If you lose your mind.
You guys hear the nearest clock strike the time, and you realize it's nighttime. And you look out the window, and you can see the full moon. And for a moment, you're scared, but then you realize that nothing happens. And you are not a werewolf, Magister Arthur.
Huh. Well, if I was a werewolf, I think you'd be dead right now.
So cool.
Yes, I completely have forgotten that time of day.
As have I. Probably best if I pay more attention to the time of day.
Yes.
Well, that's all fun and all.
Although there may be some incidents at the camp. I'm pretty sure others were scratched. And well,
There was one other, I believe, that was scratched. And I'm fairly certain she would rather.
yes,
enjoy the
but there
change.
were supposedly many in the city
Yes.
that
Well,
had survived the attack.
yes. But I'm fairly certain a scratch isn't as infectious as a bite, so thank God I didn't churn. Anyhow, I'm going to go work on that.
Oh yes, I remember the one cure for the werewolf.
And that cure was?
That they need to kill the child of a pregnant woman.
Meanwhile,
that's pretty much exactly what my character does. Just rubs his eyes like you're fucking
Madeline and Jessica.
Yes.
What
do
are you
they
guys
do?
doing?
What do they get into?
Well, I decided, out of the cowardice of the 3 shrubs that I had, that me and my gang must go through bonding exercises.
Okay.
Amazing.
So you gather your gang. And do you have Anna's with you?
Yes.
Okay. Jessica, you're there with her.
Yes.
If she wants to be.
I rolled for encounters for you guys. You guys don't have any particular encounters throughout the city, so you can do it as you please. As you didn't get any positives. So you and your people are having bonding exercises. Where are you doing the bonding exercises?
Well,
What are the bonding exercises?
the first bonding exercise involves Jerry.
Of course.
We're gonna go to the beach, find a tree that hangs over the water.
Ooh, are we gonna dunk him in the water?
No, not quite. We're gonna dangle him from a branch with the help of a rope. And I'm gonna hold the rope with the help of 3 others.
I volunteer.
Jerry's saying, "No, what have I done is so wrong? I did nothing. Those are my relatives.
Exactly.
I am not a coward." Like, shut up,
I need
Jerry.
blood to be betrayally. So I need to make sure that you know that you can trust me, but I can't trust you, Jerry. You have brought
They just came. I can't get rid of them. Bilal goes, "Shut the fuck up, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry.
Fuck up."
So, we let him hang from the thing for a little bit, kind of going up and down with the rope just so he gets a little unnerved.
I got a question. Are we dangling him from his toes or from his neck?
Ankles.
Oh, okay, ankles.
That will hurt too much. No, I have done nothing. Shut up, Jerry.
If he keeps
Take your
complaining,
punishment.
we're going to hang him from his pinkies.
Very good.
And then we let him down. And then we do true bonding exercises. We have a picnic at the beach.
So you return to the beach again, and you have a picnic.
Well, that's where we dangle Jerry from.
Okay, so Jerry, Jerry, and your entire little cult, shrubbery cult, go to the beach and hang out. Some of Wolfington's guards come with you because they're a little worried because of the night
They
before.
can join the picnic.
So yeah, so you got like 4 of Lord Wolfington's guards hanging out. They're not really coming close. They're like, yeah. Oh, we're good over here. So instead of hanging out with the weird shrubbery people. So is there anything you guys want to do while you're doing the picnic? Anything in particular? And how long are you going to stay at the picnic?
Maybe for an hour.
Okay, it's starting to get dark out.
We go back into town.
As you're heading into town and you go into the tunnel, you start feeling a little weird. Shrubbery. Roll a saving throw. Constitution.
Oh man, I have to read. It's too late at night to read. Wait, I don't.
What is your saving throw? You got to roll against?
I'm trying to read that.
Oh.
Oh, it's 12. But I have if it's anything with mind control or magic, I have a +2 each against.
No, it's disease.
Oh.
So add your Constitution bonuses and any bonuses you have against.
I got a 19.
Okay. So as you step out of the tunnel, you look right up at the sky, and you see the full moon, all large and massive, and you feel the call of the full moon. But you made your saving throw.
Wait a
You were
second.
actually-
Oh,
were
I
actually-
did get scratched.
You were actually infected, by the way, but you made your saving throw, so you will not become a werewolf.
Crap.
If you had failed that save, you would have become a werewolf.
It must have been because of the bonding exercise with my cult.
They're like, "Hey!"
I bet it's Jerry.
Bilal turns to you, "Hey, Lady Shrubbery, you're not turning into a giant dog. We were worried we'd have to kill you."
I would have let you.
I wouldn't have let them kill you. I would have killed Jerry.
Yeah, I would have killed Jerry first.
Hear that, Jerry? He punches Jerry in the shoulder. He would have just fed you to her, Jerry. Fucking
And then we would have killed you.
He never would have hurt you. We would have figured it out. We would have saved you. Would have taken you over to a witch, and she would have taken care of you. Don't worry, Lady Shrubbery.
And this is why you're my favorite.
Yes. Thank you, Lady Shrubbery. So you guys go inside. You gonna do anything else?
I'm gonna start teaching Annis how to read.
You guys go back to the basically the tents that they gave you right outside the Wolfington, the manor that Wolfington took over, and you start teaching her how to read. The party is pretty. The city's pretty festive, despite all the dark shit that went down. The people are getting drunk to deal with it, so it's fairly loud in the city. And there's a lot of partying going on. Apparently, there's some mud wrestling happening somewhere because it's been allowed to continue.
Oh yeah,
So you guys can go.
Sheriff
Wherever you
Woodie's
go.
been doing a great job. He won the last tournament.
So you can go visit the pleasure houses or casinos or whatever the heck you want to do. So also, any of the rest of you can join them if you'd like at this point, because the rest of you finished your RPs.
Oh, I was gonna summon a demon.
Are you going to spend the night summoning a demon?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay.
Pregnant demon.
All right.
No.
Oh God, even worse.
We'll do your demon summoning next game. I want to see what Lord Wolfington has to do. Wants to do. In the meantime, because we haven't really focused on him in about an hour and a half. So, Felix, anything particular you want to do at night?
At night. Oof.
At night. You don't hear the howls of werewolves. So.
No, I mean we could always watch some the Yokozuna fight.
No.
The mud wrestling Yokozuna.
Okay, but, Magister Arthur is not returning because he's going to stay the night to summon the demon in the temple.
How about Magister Allen?
Magister Allen, are you coming back? You go back home? Jonathan, you're Magister Allen. And you're muted.
Yeah, sorry about that. What happened?
Are you going back home to Wolfington Manor?
Yeah.
The mansion you guys took over. Okay, so Magister Allen's back. And the shrubbery and her weirdos have returned. So is Annis. And apparently the shrubbery is teaching her Annis how to read.
Ah, very well. How are you all tonight?
Everyone's here except Arthur.
We have gotten rid of the traitors and have punished the one who brought them in our midst.
Oh, are you talking the ones that ran?
Yes.
Ah, good. They were cowards.
Please gaze upon Jerry.
Oh no! Come on.
He is, and he is now in a temporary status of this cult, and he must prove his worth again to be a true shrub of the
I
name.
can include 3 toes on his left foot.
No.
What are you gonna have him
He
do?
needs to be useful.
What are you gonna have him do?
I don't know.
Cook.
Find out.
I'm hearing insanity again, aren't I?
No.
Lady Shrubbery,
This is
are you
good
still
business.
up to your
I smacked the Magnus with my book.
Good Lord, you're gonna get your head chopped off.
she does a what?
She smacks you upside the head with her book.
I can't read it anyway.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there.
I see to think you're very confused, Kenry, but I'll ignore that one time you have a spark of madness to hit someone random with a
Art.
Yes, I
Well-
can see the Cameroons confused about the concept of art.
So, Magister Allen, what news do you have? You've been away for some time.
Yes, I've been researching about the werewolf.
Oh, anything good?
Nothing new as of yet.
You can keep researching the next day, and you'll get more info as you focus on it.
Anything new from? Have you heard from Constance?
I have not.
Where is Arthur? My man of arms, Arthur.
Well, he was at the Master Temple with
Isn't
me.
Arthur technically a
No.
knight?
No, my knight. Well, he's he's my.
Isn't that? Couldn't you just call him Sir Arthur? Isn't he a knight?
Yeah, he's a knight.
Yeah.
I thought he was a magistrate.
No. There's
I'm a magister.
There's two.
I'm
Arthurs.
Magister Arthur.
There's
He's
two
Sir
Arthurs,
Arthur. Bell symbol.
Tyler and
Where's-
There's an NPC who's like the chief of the captain of the guard of.
Where's Sir Arthur?
Arthur comes inside. And he's like, "I'm right here, sir."
Sir Arthur, right?
He's technically Captain Arthur, by the way.
Yeah. I've always known him as just Arthur.
Yeah, and that's why he likes being called.
Yeah. Arthur, have you spoken to our people that were on the ship with my cousin?
They're just as out of it as your cousin, but none of them have turned into giant dogs.
Keep an eye on them.
I don't think they're a problem, sir. I think they were just scared.
Did they know when this happened, or
Yours,
any?
Wolfington Manor has been taken over by the church, and apparently that filthy priest is building a cathedral there.
It's always the priest.
We must get back home.
Yes. We must get back home, and I must slice his head off. So we must do.
Place a trustworthy man to help command the ship. We might need it to get back home.
We will when we return. If we do not go back with Richard himself, we may be fugitives, sir.
I
The other thing
understand.
they told us is that your land was requisitioned by a Sheriff Richard de Glanville.
Rottingham. Rotty. Okay. Just make sure that keep the crew together and place somebody trustworthy in charge.
Will do.
I don't want them getting away with the ship. They become scared. So put a contingent there to protect, watch over the ship, and keep them in line. And if we need them, we will call for them.
Excellent. He leaves. The messenger appears from the king, the royal decree. He walks in. He says, Lord Wolfington. And he hands you the message, and you open it up. You read it, and it is it's a missive that's going to all the commanders, and that you will be within 4 days, before the end of the week, you're moving out to attack Jaffa.
Looks like we'll be leaving in 4 days, Magister Allen. Well, we will get the message to Magister Arthur. And Francis, do you need anything? We have 4 days before we clear out of Acre.
Well, if my gang and trusted second in command has found replacements for the traitors, I am good to go.
Good. All right, then. I will get me a blacksmith.
It's nighttime, so in the morning.
in the morning. I'll need a blacksmith.
So we'll send for one in the morning.
Thank you.
That morning, a blacksmith arrives and takes your order. What does you need?
I want a hatchet, small one. I don't like carrying daggers.
So you
Small
know what the
hatchet.
stats are for hatchets?
Yeah, just a small a hand like a hatchet, and I want it made out of Damascus.
Damascus steel. Okay, go ahead. You can
Yes.
make it hatchet and give it the bonuses they get from Damascus steel.
Yeah,
Which I think is
and
extra.
if you can, put some silver in there in the mix when you make it.
This is a strange request, sir, but I think I can manage it.
Thank you.
Okay. So he leaves, and within a day, you're delivered a brand new hatchet with some silver
Inlay.
Yep, inlay in there.
Cool.
So
Nice.
there you go. You got a hatchet that can hurt werewolves.
I
Probably hurt yourself.
know. I was never too much of a fan of these small daggers, but this hatchet is small enough I could keep on my belt and it won't be offensive.
Good thinking. All right, then. So we're gonna end this right there. Let's do you roll for your rewards. No, 1d5. Jessica, you got the MVP from the roll today.
Woo!
You get extra XP. Everybody else gets 1 XP.
Okay, so I get 2 XP?
You get 2 XP. All right, let me go around. We'll start from the bottom. Felix, did you level?
No.
How much XP you got, man?
I got 1, so I got 22.
How much?
22.
Okay. Lady Strawberry, how much XP you got?
30.
30. You leveled.
Woo!
All right.